You're not behind anybody, you're not in front of anyone, you're not beside anybody. You're on your own lane. This journey is called your journey for a reason. You're not on any other person's journey. Your journey is unique. You need to realize that this is your journey. I need to realize that delay is not denial.
Hi, Angel. Welcome to our Evolution Diary podcast with your host, Esther Brody. Our Evolution Diary podcast is basically just my diary where I document how I'm growing and evolving into the best version of myself. And I hope I can bring you on the journey to evolving and growing and also become the best version of yourself. I hope you're here for the long haul. Enjoy. Mwah.
Hi, Angel. Welcome back to another episode of Evolution Diary podcast, your safe space for self growth, self discovery, and evolving into your higher self. It's your host, Esther. I hope you're having a wonderful, beautiful, fantastic day. I hope your day is off to a great start. I hope everything is working in your favor. I just hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day. Today, I'm going to be talking about mindset shifts that have upgraded my life, mindset shifts for success, anything and everything about mindset shift. And before we get right into that, we're going to do our question, quote, and affirmation for the week. Our question for the week: what limiting belief have I been holding on to that I'm now ready to let go of? Our quote for the week: change your thoughts and you change your world. Our affirmation for the week: I choose thoughts that empower me, not limit me. So let's get right into today's episode. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. And if you're new here, hi, welcome to Evolution Diary Podcast. I hope you have a great time listening to this episode and I hope it impacts you beautifully and wonderfully. So, like I said, today I'm going to be talking about mindset shifts that have upgraded my life, mindset shifts for success that have helped my life. And having, I think I talked about this in two episodes before, or the last episode. But reframing your thoughts is a very important skill to have, and being able to change your thoughts from negative one to a positive one. And that is what mindset shifts are all about. It's about changing your thoughts from negative thoughts to positive thoughts. And this is something that has really helped me to become much better, to attract so much better things in my life, to have a more positive attitude towards life, to be even more happier overall. Having a positive mind is going to really improve your life in so many ways. It's going to improve your life in so many ways. So today I'm just going to be sharing 7 mindset shifts that have helped me in my life. Number one, I have to I get to. This is shifting from obligation to opportunity, and it makes such a big difference in your life. Like now, when it comes to working out, instead of saying I have to exercise, I get to exercise. You get to move your body, you get to move your legs, you get to get up and take care of your body. It's such a big gratitude shift. Instead of saying things as like an obligation, like I said, you shift it to being grateful. Like if you have to study, I get to study, I get to go to school. I'm grateful that I'm able to receive an education. I'm grateful that I get to improve my knowledge and increase my knowledge on a certain topic. Is being grateful for everything in your life. And it's also great for mundane tasks, the little things, like maybe you are washing dishes. I'm grateful that I have food to eat, that I'm able to wash dishes. I'm grateful that I have a plate to eat on. It's just shifting from seeing things as such a task to being grateful for everything. The second one is failure means I'm not good. Second one is failure means I'm not good enough. I think. Sorry. The second one, failure means I'm not good enough. To failure means I'm growing. Like I think I've spoken about failure and failing so much on this podcast, but just seeing failure as something you grow from, seeing failure as feedback, as something that does not work, as what to change, as where to change, seeing failure as something to grow from instead of something that is a setback. Yes, you don't see failure as a setback. You see failure as a setup for something bigger. You see failure as a setup for something better coming. When you see your failures, instead of seeing them as failures, you see them as lessons. You see them as growing pains in a kind of way. You just see somewhere that you need to do better at. And sometimes failure does not mean you should stop that thing. Sometimes it means to stop, but sometimes it does not mean to stop. Sometimes it just means you need to go back to the drawing table and refine what you are doing and redo what you are doing, if that makes any sense. Every failure is a feedback. You're not failing. you are failing if you are not trying, Abby. If you aren't failing, you aren't trying. Oh my god. If you are not failing, you are not trying. Embrace the failure. It means that you're learning. Failure is, if you're failing and it seems hard at the moment, it's just trying to have a growth mindset from that thing, seeing it as a learning curve. You need to reframe your mistakes as lessons and redirection. I was listening to Grace Beverly's podcast episode with the founder of House of CB, and she said we should not shame people for failing. We should shame people for not trying, because people that are failing are obviously people that are trying. So if you are failing, that means you are trying, and you should be proud of yourself for trying. Our third mindset shift. I am behind in life too. I am on my own timeline. It's so easy to compare yourself. I think I've spoken about this before in comparison and how it affects your confidence. It's so easy to compare yourself to other people. It's so easy to hold yourself back due to comparison, and comparing yourself to other people is such a hard thing to get out of, because we're in a world where you can easily see every other person's achievement. You can easily see what every other person is doing, and it's so easy to compare yourself to other people. But you need to realize that you're on your own lane. You're not behind anybody, you're not in front of anyone, you're not beside anybody. You're on your own lane. This journey is called your journey for a reason. You're not on any other person's journey. Your journey is unique. You need to realize that this is your journey. I need to realize that delay is not denial. You are right where you're supposed to be, and own that. Don't rush the process. Don't go and do something stupid just because you're comparing yourself to other people. Be on your own lane. Don't try to rush the process. Now, our fourth mindset shift. Moving from it has to be perfect to done is better than perfect. Another podcast I listen to often is the Skinny Confidential, him and her. And there's one thing the husband says. He says is launch fast, adjust later. Start. What matters is starting. It does not need to be perfect. You can adjust and perfect it on the way. But if you're waiting for everything to be perfect, the probability of you starting is slim to none. There is nothing can ever be perfect. There is no business that is perfect. I don't think there's any business owner that is going to come up here and tell you that their journey was the most perfect journey. They started at the perfect time. It might have been the perfect time later on, but at that moment when they were starting, it probably was not the perfect time for them. So it's all about taking the first step and doing what you want to do. There's no perfect time. Anything called the perfect time is an illusion. You create the perfect time for yourself. Perfectionism keeps you stuck, and progress only happens when you allow yourself to be messy and imperfect. Just start anyway. Do what you want to do. Perfectionism kills momentum, but progress builds confidence. Take that step. The more you work towards it, the more you take steps, the more you take action, the more your confidence grows in that thing that you are doing. Our fifth mindset shift. Moving from people are judging me to people are too focused on themselves. It's so easy to focus on other people and think that everybody's judging you, everybody's pointing fingers at you, everybody is saying this about you. What about you dissenter from other people? How about you remove the focus from other people and focus on yourself? Nobody's watching you. Nobody cares that much about you. Sorry to say, or no one cares that much about you. Nobody is that mm, like focused on your own life. And anyone that is that focused on your life needs to get something else. That's not even something you should be even watching for. Like anyone that is that focused on someone else's life, girl, please get something to do. You should not be that focused on anyone's life. I need to realize that social anxiety often comes from internal narratives. Most people are not thinking about you, most people are thinking about themselves, because everybody is the center of their own world, whether we like it or not. So do your thing, be bold, take those bold steps. No one is judging you that hard. I mean, they might be, but at the end of the day, everybody is focused on themselves and thinking that every other person is judging them also. So why not just focus on yourself and just, even if they are judging you, just focus on yourself. It does not really matter. Our sixth mindset shift is from I can't control this to I can control how I respond. I think I spoke about emotional intelligence in 10 habits that have improved my life or something like that. And emotional intelligence is something that has really helped me. learning how to respond, when not to respond, how to respond. And you need to realize we cannot control people or situations. We cannot control the people around us. We can't control the situations that happen to us, but we can control our reaction, our energy, and our mindset. We can control how we respond. We can control what we say. We can control the thoughts that we have in certain situations instead of immediately going negative, instead of responding angrily, instead of responding with anger, with hurt, or responding emotionally. Why not just take a step back? Think about it and then respond. Instead of just responding out of the moment. That is you holding on to your power. That is you just being in control of yourself and not letting other people have power over your emotions, your reactions, your thoughts. Focus on your inner power. That's what builds emotional resilience. And our last and final mindset shift for today is I'll be happy when to I choose to be present and content now. It's so easy to say I'll be happy when I achieve this. I'll be happy when this happens. But why are you delaying your happiness? You deserve happiness now. You deserve to be happy now. Why are you delaying your joy? Why are you delaying your happiness? Be happy, be free. Don't delay your happiness. When you delay your happiness, you are keeping yourself in a cycle of chasing. You are constantly chasing something, you're constantly seeking something. But when you're happy now, no matter what happens, no matter what you have or do not have, you are still happy, you still have joy. And being present allows you to enjoy peace and joy in the journey. When you're waiting for happiness, it delays it forever. And I think that's such a sad thing because so many people are thinking that they have to achieve something to be happy. When you realize that we humans are constantly setting the bar up higher and higher and higher and higher. So if you think this is what it's going to take for you to be happy, by the time you achieve that thing, you already know you can achieve more and then you shift the bar again. So when are you truly going to be happy? And you deserve to be happy, whether you're achieving something or not. So you need to realize that you can still desire more while being present and content. And that's your peace. That's where your peace comes from. Now, I'm going to give you some practical ways you can practice this shift and make this shift in your life. Number one, journal the thoughts you want to reframe. What is that thought you want to change? What do you want to change from to what? I don't know if that makes sense. What is that thought you want to change? What's that thought you want to improve? Number two, write out affirmations that reflect the mindset you are working on. Write out, for me, I like my affirmations to be on maybe my goals and the things that I'm currently struggling with. So that can be the framework that you use to create your own affirmations. Our third one, be mindful of the content and the people you surround yourself with. Do not surround yourself with people that drain you. Do not surround yourself with people that are energy vampires. Be very aware of the people you surround yourself with and be very aware of the things that you watch, you listen to, and that you read. And our last but not the least, when a limiting thought pops up, gently replace that thought. Don't be mean to yourself. Don't be angry at yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be calm with yourself. Treat yourself like you're a baby, like you're a child, like you want to correct your own child. That's the way you should correct yourself. And a little challenge for you before we end this episode. Which mindset shift are you committing to this week? What is that mindset shift you know that you desperately need to have, that you need to change? So, thank you guys so much for listening to today's podcast episode. I'm so grateful. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you guys next week, same time. Until then, keep evolving. Bye, guys. Mwah.
Angel, thank you for listening to another episode of our Evolution Diary podcast. I hope you guys had a nice time. Make sure to leave your takeaways and anything that you learned from this episode in the comment section. Or you can DM me on Instagram. Make sure to leave a rating and a review. Every link you need will be in the description box or in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening. I love you so much. Bye.